Hey everyone, Sean from Teaching Python here, continuing a series that Kelly and I started on teaching and AI and coding. Today I want to talk to you about prompt engineering, and I know everyone's talking about prompt engineering, but usually people are talking about it as a way to, get better code or, be more adept at, generating the thing that you want to do. And honestly, they're talking about it like it's a skill that we all have to learn in order to survive in the future. And I don't want to talk about that. What I want to talk about is how we make learning better by writing better prompts and by using the large language models in a way that enhances learning instead of avoiding it. So when I'm thinking about large language models and I'm thinking about how to get the best result out of them, I'm thinking about the outcomes. How do I learn the most from this? How do I deepen my understanding? How do I get to a place where I really know what I'm doing going forward? And there's three things that I do that I find myself doing all the time that really seem to help. One is I'm asking the AI or the LLM to explain a topic to me. And I have to be specific about what it is. I explain why I want to learn it. And I can even give it like a level of detail that I'm looking for. Explain it to me like I'm 5, or explain it to me like I'm a senior engineer, or anything in between, whatever I need at that point. I can also give it a reference point to be able to say, I know a little bit about this area, explain it to me how in a way that relates to what I already know. So that helps me from a learning perspective connect this new knowledge with existing knowledge, which makes it a little bit stronger and more reinforced. The second thing I do is something called the reverse Socratic method. I didn't know it was called this until I was at PyCon a few weeks ago, but I found myself intuitively doing this. It's questioning the AI in order to deepen your learning. So the Socratic method is where the instructor or the philosopher, in the case of Socrates, asks the students questions and gets them to respond in a way that helps them build their knowledge. What I found with LLMs is it works really well to question the AI and have them justify their answers, to add more information, to cite sources, to challenge the assumptions that they're making, because oftentimes they're making assumptions that are incorrect through hallucinations or inferences that are wrong. And so by that questioning methodology, it really seems to help. The third thing that I do that really helps my understanding is if you ask an LLM to do one thing for you, it will give you back exactly what you ask for. But if you don't really know what you're asking for, one of the best ways to improve the response and improve the interaction and the learning outcome is to ask the LLM or give the LLM permission to ask you questions in return to clarify your response. I'm trying to learn about this subject. Here's what I already know. Please ask me questions to help me clarify what I'm looking for, or define the boundaries, or set the direction for where we want to go before you start instructing me. And so what I'll get from the LLM is a series of questions that help me refine the approach that we're going to take, provide more detailed information that helps to give clarity to my request, and then ultimately leads me to a little bit better and more precise outcome of learning than I was originally expecting, right? And this works really well if I don't exactly know what I'm asking for. This helps clarify that and set direction in a really great way. It ends up being a little bit more iterative as a process, but I think that's probably a good thing in retrospect. I hope this helps you. If you have any other tips you'd like to share, please put them in the comments. Share them with us on social media. Love to hear what you're doing to make learning enhanced and accelerated instead of avoided. For Teaching Python, this is Sean signing off.